lately I've just been attending a lot of different events. So I guess I mean I already know, you got to be full-time commercial to actually really to work, business brokerage and then get the training. But what would be like a good character thing if when they started asking everyone around the room, what do they do? Like how will you incorporate business brokerage? I think that's what I'm getting at.
Are you asking that question? How to
Yeah.
incorporate business brokering?
Yeah. So in other words, how sometimes when you go to certain events, they ask everybody what they do. So I normally tell them when I do residential and commercial. But what would be a good way to incorporate business brokerage into the conversation? Because I know hands-on, I can't work it. But if I know something, I know I can refer it out. So that's where I'm going with that.
I think I'll answer, but I'm sure everyone has an answer. My way of doing this is I meet people and I talk to them, and you find out things by asking questions like, "What do you do?" Why? Just simple questions like, and you could take it to the next step, and you could say, "Or if you ever plan on selling that business, have you?" Or have you thought about selling that business? Or do you have someone that can help you do that? I mean, it's conversation, Master. I don't know what other people do, but that's the way I do it, typically in a small group. And then there's direct mail and other ways you can reach out and market and calls and so forth. But I think there's a lot of low-hanging fruit out there, because my experience is that people say, "Well, what do you do, Dick?" And I tell them I'm a business broker. They don't even know what that is. So I think it's a real wide open opportunity. My gray hair helps, honestly, because a lot of the business owners are my age and my age category. So I can talk to them about, I've got a lot of war stories. And so if my war stories aren't going to get them as customers, don't get me wrong, but if I can maybe ask the right questions, I think that's part of it. You have to know the right questions to ask. I think right now a good question is, are you having any trouble getting employees? You can find that out. And what are you doing about that? And we have a lot of resources out there. People are calling us every day wanting to be on our advisory team of how to fix a business. I've told them I'm not interested in necessarily fixing businesses because we're trying to sell them. I'm not really long-term here. I'm just trying to, some guy wants to sell his business. I'm not saying, well, we have a 5-year plan here. We're going to fix it before you sell it. But there might be a buyer that needs will take this business to the next level. So we have opportunity for vendors like this too, that we can make money. Someone offered Alan and I the other day, every lead would get $2,000. Well, that's a pretty good deal. And there's opportunity out there in that arena too. But anyway, Master, that's a long way to say, just in your conversations.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I good feedback. Good feedback.
I work with EXP Realty agents a lot, and they'll say, I've got a business broker on my team, and then they'll introduce me, and they get big referral paychecks. And, some of them are feeling inspired to come over to commercial too, really feeling like this is their thing. Do you have any kind of business that you'd like to specialize in? Or you want to stay where you're at Realty?
That question is to me?
Yeah, Master.
Oh, no, yeah. I do plan on transitioning into full-time commercial.
Yeah. Do you know what you'd like to specialize in, or do you want to specialize?
I would say because my market in Charleston, retail, like I said, the retail market, like retail store, like retail small businesses, and
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe and maybe restaurants because I see restaurants as a big turnover in Charleston. You know, it's a
Okay.
big turnover.
I just went to the ICSC conference in Las Vegas, which is amazing. And that's the International Conference of Shopping Centers,
Okay.
and learned a lot. Very well attended event. And the keynote speaker was Andy Reid. And I used to live in Philly, so I thought that was kind of amazing. But, you know, I think that once you make the jump, just start telling people that you're a business broker and a commercial real estate broker. And I do find a lot of people now. I also, you've got. I think everybody should get a timeshare who's a business broker, because everybody who owns a timeshare is like a business owner teetering on the edge of retirement. So, like, it's very easy to sit in the hot tub and let somebody tell you about why they want to retire. And, I think of that, like, that's what I do too, is I help people retire, which is really cool.